Hello, I'm MegaRaptor18, and I'm making a video about, really? To be honest, well, Gunsmith is one part of the video. I'm not going to talk about the details right now because I honestly think it's just that, because okay, I'm going to go back up. I managed to get a tweet from Vonhar saying a variant, which is Gunsmith, you create your variant, costs 1 point, and it's a Big 10 system, and then you put on an optic, and that's another point. And then they said, later on, like an interview, Mark Lemia and David Vonhar pretty much said that if you want 6 attachments, you use all 10. You damn near use all 10 pick slots. And they mentioned in the same breath as Gunsmith. So, what the fuck, guys? You either I'm taking your face value, and you pretty much killed the concept of Gunsmith, which is pushing the series forward, and you killed it. Or you two nitwits have just created the greatest miscommunication in the history of Call of Duty. And you need to clarify this information right now. You might as well just release the details of Gunsmith. Everything on it. Because most of the fans I know, true hardcore fans of Call of Duty, first they heard about Gunsmith, they wanted to get it. It's the first Call of Duty they wanted to get in years. Now, they don't want it. They don't want it now. How can you fuck up this badly? And then I started thinking about it, well, it's like, okay, I'm gonna take Lemia's face word that attachments cost points in Gunsmith. Okay. Maybe it wasn't a miscommunication, maybe it was true. Okay then. What's the definition of an attachment? Going by the last few games, apparently a barrel is an attachment, a stock is an attachment, a grip is an attachment, iron sights is an attachment. Everything that, like half the attachments, or stuff that is, or shit that's built into the weapon itself. It's built into the weapon. So, why is a stock an attachment when it's built into the weapon? Why is a new barrel an attachment? Why is iron sights on a DMR or like a sniper rifle an attachment? Is now a hand grip? Is that the pistol grip? Is that now an attachment? I mean, when I'm building this weapon, am I going to have to sacrifice a pistol grip? Am I going to have to sacrifice the handguard? Am I have to sacrifice the upper fucking receiver? What are the attachments? Is a stock an attachment? It's kind of part of my language. I said I was going to curse, but I'm going to apologize for it. But a fucking stock? You think I have to now go into battle without a fucking stock? Because I didn't have enough fucking points? How is that balanced? And that was the main argument I saw today on Twitter. It's supposed to be balanced. What balance? When has Call of Duty ever been balanced? It's like the definition of balance is allowing a soldier to put whatever he wants on his firearm, but he has to leave his Kevlar at home. He can't take his Kevlar to battle because he ran out of points. Oh, you wanted an optic sight, you wanted a laser grip, laser sight, a forward grip, you want an enhanced pistol grip, you want a a rail system, you want an improved barrel, you want a muzzle flash, you want a selector switch. How the fuck is that an attachment? But okay, that's somehow a fucking attachment to these people. Oh, guess what? Use all these points. You have to leave your body armor at home. Leave it at base. That's their logic. Oh, he can carry grenades. Perks? Fuck perks. I mean, cybernetic enhancements have made perks obsolete. So I keep seeing the people saying perks this, perks that. The only perks that were actually useful is the ones that makes your character just a little bit faster. But I think I have proven in my game styles in Ghost and Advanced Warfare that you can still dominate without perks. And it's actually just as easy. Perks are meaningless. But maybe more on that later, because I'm getting away from the main point of this video. What inspired me to make this video, you may ask? Well, I've wanted this video for a while, but I didn't know how to start it, or what the basis of it was. And then a wonderful gift came to me. Well, Horse Zero started a Twitter discussion, and someone else jumped in, a new person I hadn't recognized before. Well, this person was attacked by several Call of Duty fanboys. Called an idiot, everything, but he was the most logical person there. And honestly, I'm starting to see the fight. I'm looking at it. I might even post some of these on the link in the description. I'm sure it's going to post Horse 60's video about Gunsmith and how they fucked it up. Because you need to watch that video, because Horse can go into far better detail than I can. You know, he's actually held some of these weapons before. He knows how they operate. And that's really the fight here. It's between people who actually understand firearms and those who are firearm illiterate. And it's the best term I can find. You know, these people are illiterate when it comes to firearms. They don't understand them. They think having more attachments would create some sort of imbalance. But technically, if you take you use that logic. If one person had a weapon that had a bunch of attachments and was easy to use, sure, that would be an imbalance. But it's not just going to be one person with a decked out weapon, now is it? Everybody's going to have decked out weapons to the full. They're going to be decked out soldiers to the full. That is true balance right there. A horrifying concept to some. You know, Fonderhawk keeps saying, oh, it's all about balance, and these fanboys are screaming, oh, it's about balance, about balance, about balance. How is taking stuff away balance? That doesn't make balance, that creates an imbalance. But if you allow your soldier to be decked out in the way you feel, so just like in previous Call of Duty games, in Call of Duty Modern Warfare, in the entire Warfare series, they was pretty much balanced. I mean, having an extra attachment didn't really create an imbalance. Having, oh my god, having access to all 3 tiers of your perk system, have access to your grenades, and tactical grenades, that didn't ruin the balance. And I'm being fucking serious. It didn't. Of course, maybe some of these newer guys I'm looking at right now, they never played the original Call of Duties. See, I've been around since, well, Call of Duty 2, Big Red 1. I have played every Call of Duty since that game. I know what the fuck I am talking about. And some of you people started at Modern Warfare 4. Oh, I'm mixing up titles. Call of Duty 4. Modern Warfare. Or some of you started at Black Ops 2. And if you think those games are balanced, taking stuff away is balance, you have no fucking idea what balance is. You have no fucking clue. Because you never experienced true balance. You know what true balance is? 3 kill streaks. Just 3 kill streaks. UAV, airstrike, and chopper gun. Well, not chopper gun, just a helicopter. Attack helicopter. Chopper gun that came in Modern Warfare 2. Every one of those could be countered. Minus UAV, you couldn't, at the time, you couldn't find UAVs to shoot them down. At least I don't remember. But you can shoot down the helicopter. Which was once a helicopter came in, you either had an RPG, an LMG, or you were hiding in the house. Forgive me. That was balance. Because even though it was overpowered, you could take the fucker down. I'm cursing a lot in this. I know I've said this before. I'm kind of horrified that I'm cursing this so much, but this is how passionate I am. As a fan of the series, I can safely say, who's been playing since Big Red 1, the formula is stale. Call of Duty is stale. Gunsmith was really the only way to sorry. Gunsmith was the way to finally push innovation forward. Not the specialist crap. Hell, I hate the specialist idea. It takes the fun out of it. It just... I'll get to that later. I might make my own video about specialist. I hate that thing. But, back to the topic. Gunsmith. Designed to let the players customize their weapons. And other games had Gunsmith. Army of Two had Gunsmith. Fantastic. Didn't ruin the balance. Ghost Recon Future Soldier. Haven't played it, so I can't really confirm whether or not it ruined the balance. Battlefield 4. While it was limited, it still allowed you to put as many attachments as you can on there. Like to know how they did? They didn't have a stupid ass pick 10 system. They just had one slot system. You have one optic. You have one under the barrel attachment. You had one side barrel attachment, like on the side rail. Like if you wanted a flashlight, laser, or a laser flashlight combination. You could pick what type of barrel you wanted. It was like the heavy barrel, and then it was like the muzzle flash, the flash hinder. I'm probably forgetting some names of these, and I'll bet you if Horace hears this, he'll probably correct me very efficiently, and I do hope he does. Because one thing I hate is being wrong. And you know what else they had? In Black Ops? I mean, not Black Ops. Ugh. Battlefield 4. I was allowed to carry the sidearm, and to customize that. I was allowed to carry a lot more weapons. I was allowed to carry supplies. I was allowed to carry a rocket launcher, depending on my class. I was allowed to deck out my weapon, and it was all based on where the weapon is, where the device will be placed on your weapon. Why can't Call of Duty follow that? Which brings me to today's Twitter discussion. Actually, let me fast forward to a past Twitter discussion. I got tweeted by Vondahar. I asked him a question. He actually gave me an answer, which was shocking, saying that in Gunsmith you create a variant, and variant will cost 1 point. Cool. But if you wanted like an optic or something like that, that'll cost another point. Okay, I guess some stuff like has to be like a grenade launcher or such, and a suppressor. I get that. But then again, I start thinking, like, 6 attachments. Okay. my brain started working, which is more I can say about some people on Twitter today. I started thinking, well, wait, what are the attachments then? Because in Gunsmith, I should be able to change out my stock, I should be able to change out my sight, my grip, the main grip, not the forward grip, but I should be able to have forward grip on there. Change out my barrel to any type I want, change out the muzzle, automatically have a selector switch. Maybe have it decide how many rounds I want fired from a single burst, within reason. And it's like, like you want the 2-round burst, you want 3-round burst, 4-round burst, but that's just if you're going crazy with it. I think there should be a possibility of jamming if you do that, or blowback. Then I started thinking about it, and it's like, in the past, Treyarch has put selector switch as an attachment, even though it was automatically built into every firearm known to man. And you don't believe me? Even flintlocks, even fucking muskets had a selector switch of some type. It's called a safety. Because the selector switch and the safety are the same damn thing, in some cases. Because they're tied to the same system. And you think I'm over-exaggerating with the muskets? Ever get your hands on a musket, even a remake version, like just a modern version of it. Someone made it for like collectors and such. Pull the hammer back to half cock and try to pull the trigger. You can't, because that acts as a safety switch. Once it's half cocked, it's a safety switch, the first type of selector out there. Only when you pull it to full cock and then pull the trigger, well, squeeze the trigger, then it fires. And now in the modern day, in modern assault rifles, the selector switch, the safety switch, and the selector switch are the same thing. You can set it for safety, semi, and some rifles, burst and automatic. Now it depends on the firearm in question, but selector switch, safety switch, they're in every weapon known to man. Any type of firearm that is smartly constructed has a safety switch. I have to say smartly constructed because there was a Japanese pistol during the Second World War that had a really shitty safety feature, and if you applied pressure at a certain point, it would automatically fire. And a lot of soldiers got killed because of that. Like the bullet would go into their leg, cut a major artery, and they'll bleed to death. And all because they accidentally touched the pistol. So it was a poorly designed weapon. But that's no longer an issue, at least. Well, it's no longer an issue unless it's someone from Sledgehammer developing the weapon. Then yeah, that's gonna be an issue. But enough sidetrack, sorry. I'm a history nut. You gotta bear with that. But back to the original topic. That I kind of wonder, what are these guys' definition of a attachment? If a stock's an attachment, or a barrel's an attachment, then Gunsmith is fucked. Anything that's built into the weapon, like stock, sights, minus the optic sights, grips, the barrel, muzzles, selector switch. All those are part of the rifle. That's a simple fact. It's a part of the rifle itself. And I've learned today by reading Twitter, a discussion guy created, and I followed this one guy, and I've learned something quite interesting. Call of Duty fanboys are complete idiots when it comes to firearms. They have no clue how firearms operate. I mean, this one guy, he goes by Ace of Spades, but that little at such and such is at Nin User. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. He is pretty much stating everything what any type of person who with any knowledge of firearms would be saying. Is Gunsmith is not really Gunsmith. And you have these fanboys calling him an idiot. This guy is laying out good stuff. He's laying out real, factual stuff. What guns are. And these people are calling him an idiot, and he's the only person here who is showcasing that he has any ounce of intelligence when it comes to firearms. And you also had, Nosfox, or, at Nosfox Scar. Sorry, I mispronounced that little, Twitter identification. Noscar Fox. Sorry for the mispronunciation, buddy. But yeah, I'm looking through this guy's entire thing. And people are just calling him an idiot. They're giving him giving like face palms, but he's laying his information out there. He's laying the information out there, and he's doing an outstanding job with it. And he's being called an idiot. He needs to get a life, and I'm like reading all these things, and this community is doomed. If these are the representation of our community, and their knowledge of firearms is so moronic as this, then this series will die. Black Ops 3 is the last chance, and Gunsmith is the last chance, and they will fuck it up. Unless they change it now. But at this time, I have serious doubts on that. But yeah, I'm watching this debate unfold, and Ace of Spades, he's doing pretty well. But let me just take a look real fast. It was like one part which was just very insulting. It's like you can really tell this person, this Tobias guy, is a complete fucking idiot when it comes to firearms. I'm looking for the tweet right now. I'm going to be posting these pages, by the way, so you can read it for yourself. Because I figured instead of just talking about it, just put the links and let you look at it yourself. Okay, I can't find it right now, but pretty much the guy made a statement to this gentleman, Tobias. Well, no, to this child, Tobias. That's the only accurate description here, is a child, because no gentleman would be making these type of idiotic claims. Now, Ace of Spades smartly put, that attachments are, things like stock, selective switch, barrels are not attachments. They are built into the gun. They are built into the weapon itself. This is what the child, Tobias, said. And I don't give a shit how insulting I am right now, because these people need to be insulted. How do you know they're built in? This is from Tobias. Have you played the game? Care to share, Professor? What the fuck? I mean, that's what I'm looking at. It's what the fuck? It kind of showed me these people have no fucking clue how firearms operate. And one person, it's Brian Lopez, is pretty much claiming that Ace of Spades has no life. I mean, there's a lot of vile people here, and this Ace of Spades bought in quickscoping. How that was not... There's nothing balanced about quickscoping. It's a glitch. Well, this is what this guy wrote. Dude, quickscoping is a fun aspect of the game. No, it isn't. It's a fucking glitch, you dumbass. Okay, back to the quote. I'm being unprofessional, sadly. If they only had ARs and SMGs, the game would be awful. What? Awful? Why would it be awful? And also, you're forgetting the shotguns, the DMRs, which they could be used, as Horses pointed out, DMRs could be they could just use DMRs to replace sniper rifles entirely. I mean, in Advanced Warfare, they put the Mark 14 in the assault rifle category. Why? I have no fucking clue. But okay. And there's LMGs, there's personal defense weapons, there's so many other weapons out there. But apparently sniper rifles are the only fucking weapons out there. There's only sniper rifles, AR, or assault rifles, and SMGs. Forget about personal defense weapons, sidearms, rocket-propelled grenades, light machine guns, squad automatic weapons, DMRs, and a whole battle rifles, and a whole slew of weapon types I am currently forgetting at the moment. So I'm just watching this one guy fight against a horde of fanboys and idiots who have no knowledge of firearms. And you know what? I'm impressed by this guy because he's holding his own. And that's what we need. That's what this community needs right now. They need more men like Ace of Spades. Or women. I'm assuming he's a guy, but can never tell with the internet these days. And less people like Willy Wonka, Tobias, and Brian Lopez. We need more people like Nos Fox. We need more people like Ace of Spades. Guess what? I ain't getting any traffic on my videos, nor I plan to get any traffic on my videos. All I want to inspire is one person to fight. And I want you to inspire another person to fight. And it's that simple. Just inspire someone else to fight for this game. And it's time for us to move forward. It's time for us to demand what we want. And it's time for us to stand against the moronic argument that there is such a thing as balance in Call of Duty. Call of Duty has never had true balance. The closest it had a balance was Modern Warfare 1. Maybe Modern Warfare 2, but even then, Riot Shield kind of fucked that one up. Quick scoping has ruined the game. Riot Shields just make shit annoying. But yeah, get rid of aim assist entirely. Just keep it for single player. And guess what? There are games out there that can operate without aim assist, and they're pretty damn good. But oh no, God forbid, you have to have some skill. God forbid that. I'm gonna be condescending as I want at this point, because this community needs a kick in the ass. Well, I am curious what they're gonna do once Call of Duty collapses, because this game, if they continue as they are right now, it's gonna collapse. I mean, and this argument about balance, I'm going back to it. Balance has never truly existed. I mean, you're going to try to tell me about balance, oh, there's balance in this game, oh, Vonderhaar's going to push for balance. No, you're not. I mean, how can I expect balance in a game series that had the AK-74U, a fucking carbine, an assault rifle, for lack of a better word, and the SMG category? No, and people bitch about that weapon being overpowered too, which I found that fucking hilarious. I found it hilarious. Of course, the AK-74U is overpowered, because these fucking idiots put a carbine that fired a 5.5... No, wait. Confusing my rounds. A 5.45 millimeter round Alright, it fired a rifle cartridge. It fired the same round as the AK-74. An assault rifle. And the other, you know what the other machine pistols used? I mean, SMGs, machine pistols, PDWs, whatever you call them. You know what rounds they used? 9mm or 45 caliber. Pistol ammunition. And here's the AK-74U using rifle ammunition. Somehow found its way in the SMG category. Even though it was designed as a carbine for Russian VDV forces and also Russian Marines. VDV, for those who don't know, is Russian Airborne. And you're gonna come to me about balance. You're gonna in this very debate, this person, Willy Wonka, is praising how quickscoping is awesome when it fucks the balance of the game. It destroys the balance. It just annihilates the balance of the game. And it's fucking moronic too. You're exploiting a glitch. But no. Me having 6 attachments, which I'm suspecting half those fucking attachments are things that are already on the fucking rifle to begin with. Like if I want a barrel, a good, an improved barrel on my rifle, that's an attachment, even though it's built into the fucking rifle. If I want a stock on my weapon, even though on the character model it's the stocks on the weapon, that's a fucking attachment, even though it's built into the fucking weapon. I'm not gonna headset on my head. Next, I bet you the handguard, the simple handguard, that's gonna be considered an attachment, and I gotta fucking use that. Spend a point to have a good handguard on there. I bet you if I want to use a decent grip, a pistol grip, I have to use an attachment for that. I mean, a point for that. If I want iron sights, I better be able to fork over a fucking point for that. If I want to have an upper receiver, I might as well get a fucking point for that. That might as well be, the upper receiver might as well be considered a fucking attachment. Because obviously, no one in Call of Duty, none of them, all the studios out there, not one person knows what a fucking attachment is. They can't tell the difference between a built-in feature and attachment. And these fucking fanboys are going after skeptics and saying, this is about balance. I even had that when my first, soiree into the fighting. I had some fanboys saying, well, Call of Duty is supposed to be balanced. It's never been balanced. Taking away firearm attachment, taking away my capability to fight is not a balance. You know what is balanced? Giving everybody the ability to fight on an equal playing field. Not taking shit away, giving them stuff. One person having 6 attachments, assuming those attachments, because I can only see 3 attachments I would really need, 4 at the most. But if something like a stock or a grip, if that's considered an attachment, then yeah, I will be needing 6 fucking attachments, because the fucking idiots at Treyarch, Activision, Infinity Ward, and Sledgehammer can't tell the difference between a built-in feature and a fucking attachment. You have fucked up. And the fanboys are just making it worse. So if you want to unfuck this situation, you release Gunsmith information right now. Everything. Do a video. That's all you have to do is do a video. Do a video, a simple walkthrough through Gunsmith. Maybe then the fucking discussions will end. Maybe then the whole Call of Duty is fucked in the ass might actually die down. Maybe we might actually be wrong. Fucking prove it now. You got the burden of proof is on you. You better be able to show it now. Because in current interviews and what we have learned, you have fucked it up. Also, show us a list of attachments. If stock is an attachment, game's dead in the water. That may seem like a minor thing, but like I said earlier, Call of Duty is stale. They're using a stale formula, and right now all they have is a gimmick. The only thing that can improve the series is more customization options to the rifle. Without it, this series is done. And get rid of this argument about balance, because it's never been balanced and it will never be balanced. So you might as well get rid of pick 10, allow players to gear up for war. Because if everybody's geared up for war, everybody will be on the same playing field. Everyone will be on the same playing field. Taking shit away does not create balance, it creates an imbalance. Giving people shit creates the balance. Giving everyone all the attachments they need within reason will ensure victory. Not just for the player, but for the enemy as well, because they're going to have the same stuff. That's it for this video. Probably gone on a little longer than I should. Might edit some stuff out, because I did ramble at certain parts. But I don't know. I'll get to it when I get to it. I'm Mega Raptor 18. Get rid of pick 10, or you better tell us what the fuck Gunsmith really is. You better give us a video, Vondar. At this point, the game will sink or fall. Sink or swim, I should say. Sink or swim on Gunsmith. Because specialists, as I want to point out in my next video, ain't gonna do it.